Scott Football Scoop. I want to speak to you guys fairly briefly today, but I'm speaking from the heart because I want to speak about a matter which is kind of tough to talk about sometimes, and it's about religion and acceptance and diversity and all that comes with all those things. And the reason why I bring this up today is because, well, back up. This morning, I took my kids to school. They go to a Catholic school, and we had a school mass this morning. Attended mass. Mass was fantastic. I left church. I felt inspired. Our priest happened to be walking out at the same time I did. He's a young black man, and and he's just awesome. And we just shared some good thoughts as I left, and I was so inspired for the day. I get home and I look at the internet. Okay, that might be a problem, but that's what I did. And I saw a story on our own website on Football Scoop about how Army football team. There's kind of some controversy over after their first win. Coach Monken and the team had prayed in the locker room, and some religious freedom group leader, was upset about what might have been a compelled prayer or forced prayer. He just didn't like the concept that Army's football players had to pray in the locker room after a win. Um, I'm a religious person, but that's irrelevant. I think that a lot of people, whatever their religion, they find a lot of inspiration in prayer and in their beliefs. And as a football team or any athletic team, you work real hard, perhaps all summer, certainly that month and that week leading up to a game, and you are going to get everything you've got, with all of your power to play a great game. So it's a culminating event, and those who believe, they might seek inspiration through prayer before a game or after a game, and I think that's wonderful. But I also think it's okay if you don't agree with me. It's totally okay if you don't pray. It's okay if you don't believe. I want you to do whatever you find inspiration in. So if you as a player, or you as a small group of players, or a large group of players, or if your entire team feels the desire, the urge to pray before a game or after a game, that's okay. If you as a coach want to participate in that, that's okay. If you as a coach want to lead that effort, that's okay. What you can't do is you can't make your players pray before a game. What you can't do is you certainly cannot discriminate against your players for not praying what you want them to pray. Um, Teams are composed of all sizes, of all races. You have some guys that are fast, some guys that are slow, some guys live next to each other, some guys don't. Different backgrounds, different ethnicities. It takes all kinds. You probably have a good group of players who might, come from the same sort of belief system. There's certainly others who don't share those exact same beliefs, and you got to be respectful of all of those. It doesn't matter where you coach. Be respectful of the fact that others might believe something different than you. I encourage you to do your passion, to find inspiration. If that comes through prayer, pray. I am completely on board with that. I think everybody's on board with that. I hope most people are on board with that. Um, I just don't want anybody getting in trouble because they are forcing their way or the highway when it comes to religion down somebody's throat, or making them, or you just can't discriminate against anyone because of their religious beliefs these days, and I hope nobody's doing that. Lead through inspiration. Empower your players to do the same, and your leadership of your team to do the same. Um, you know, that's where this comes from. It's inspiration from players and from their beliefs.